So if anything, DreamIt's prepared us for parenthood because I don't think any of us has slept in the last 3 months. So at least we got a head start on that. So my name is Jonathan Dobberton, and I'm really excited to be here today. My company is CallGrader, and I'm one of the co-founders and CEO. CallGrader helps organizations collect better data from the calls and text messages that they receive. 5 years ago, my team and I were working with a startup called CityVoice. At CityVoice, we help people market their businesses across the nation on the web. And one of the tools that we used to help these people with this was call tracking. Call tracking was a great tool for us. It helped us sell our product by proving value to our users, and it gave us transparency so they could see how well we were performing. But there was one major issue. When we looked at our data, we found that less than 1% of our customers were actually accessing their call tracking. And we wanted to find out why. When we dove a little bit deeper, we found that people were telling us that the existing platforms were unintuitive, they were difficult to understand, and most importantly, they brought little to no value to their business other than the fact that they just metric how many phone calls were coming in. So we wanted to change this not only for our customers, but for the millions of businesses who are suffering from the same problem. And I want to tell you a story about how we're doing so. This is Dominic. He is a CallGrader customer and owner and founder of Grotto Pizza. Every day, thousands of people call Grotto Pizza across the Delaware and Southeast Pennsylvania area. They call Grotto using his direct mail, his door hangers, his online marketing like Yelp and Google, and not to mention Grotto has a very large customer database. But there's a lot of problems with this. Grotto doesn't know where his phone calls are coming from. He doesn't know which marketing piece is working best in which geographic area. He doesn't know which marketing piece is working best to specific demographics. And most importantly, Grotto doesn't get any rich information about who his user base actually is. And so that's where we come in. Grotto goes to CallGrader and provisions unique phone numbers and places them across each one of his marketing pieces. He also ports over his existing phone numbers that he has for many years. When customers call his business, we capture basic call tracking information and we record the call. But here's where the CallGrader magic happens. Using a sophisticated algorithm and a massive database, we're able to pull data that no other call tracking company is pulling today. We pull things like age and gender of those users. We pull social media profiles like Twitter handles and Facebook. We're also even able to pull things like email addresses and physical addresses of where they're actually making those phone calls. When you combine this rich data with call metrics, it becomes a very powerful marketing tool. And here's a quick example of what that looks like. Grotto can now see online, when he's running his advertisements, that the average person calling him is male between the ages of 18 and 25. He can see that they're calling from Central and Eastern Delaware. He can also see that their times that they're calling are Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays between the hours of 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. This means Grotto can now cater that specific message to that specific demographic in those geographic areas at those dates and times. And what that means for Grotto is they're uncovering a ton of money and honing in on their marketing message. When Grotto signed up with us 3 months ago, they uncovered that with their current marketing spend, they were leaving almost $1.9 million on the table by not maximizing their current marketing. But CallGrader is just the tip of the iceberg for us. We are data and communication freaks, and we want to show you a little bit about what we're working on today. This is ChatGrader. ChatGrader allows any CallGrader phone number to accept SMS messages, and the way it works is when somebody sends a text message to a CallGrader number, we intercept it through a beautiful chat client, and that user has a beautiful interface to communicate with their customer back with. ChatGrader pulls the same data that CallGrader pulls so you can see who you're talking with and all the data about that person. So what this really means is the next time that your cable goes out, you don't have to call the cable company and sit on hold for hours. You can simply text a support message and talk to somebody else on the other end. Since November, we released CallGrader on November 1st, our first version, and we have over 100 paid accounts today. Those accounts include everything from regional pizza chains like Grotto to major car dealerships to large franchises across the nation, and we are adding users daily. We are on track to end December with over $5,000 of monthly recurring revenue. And we are the team to build and execute this. The 4 of us have been best friends for 10 years, and the last 5 years have been spent building and executing startups together. Dan and I have over 5 years of marketing and business development experience working with organizations like Dell and Supermedia. Chip and Ben have been developers for over 10 years, building applications and telephony platforms for organizations like Booz Allen Hamilton and ARS. Right now, we are on track to be cash flow positive by the end of Q2 of 2013, but we want to accelerate that growth. And today, we're opening up a seed round for $750,000 to help us get there. So if you're into growing beards, raising babies, and helping companies as much as we are, we'd love to talk to you upstairs. Thank you very much.